There's a lot of custom clothiers that are out there today that are doing this on a part-time basis, and that's totally fine. But somebody from the academy asked a question that we'll address today, and it's some pieces of advice for people who are just getting started in this business and are juggling between their full-time job and doing this on the side. Now, first, a few good things about being a custom clothier. Well, some of the best things that I love about it is you can effectively do this on a part time basis. Why? Because if you're good at managing your time, you have to really think about it. You're really meeting people by appointment only for the most part. It's not like most custom clothiers have a business that they operate on a main street and it's open every day from 8 to 6 p.m. and that's it. Most custom clothiers work off of appointments. So that's one thing in your favor when you're trying to do it part time. Now let's talk about the hard part. That was the easy part. The hard part that most people find challenging as a custom clothier or anybody just doing a side hustle is juggling your personal life, your family life, and your secular work with doing this part-time side hustle or part-time business that you're establishing. Here's a few things that can help you. One, you're going to have to, for a time, put off some other things. And what that means is you're not going to be able to always sit down and watch the game for 3 hours and just plop down on the couch after work and just veg out and watch the game and think that your business is going to grow. You're also probably at the beginning not going to be able to afford to hire a lot of people. So that means as a small business owner, you're going to be wearing multiple hats and doing multiple things from marketing, social media, prospecting. Maybe it's cold calling, cold emailing. Again, takes a large chunk out of your time in the evening or the weekends when you're getting processes in place. And here's a tip. You can hire the help. You can outsource it through websites like Fiverr or Upwork and get somebody to work with you part-time to do some of those mundane tasks that is going to drive your business forward. And you handle the big things like meeting with clients or developing your skills that you need to really grow your business. And then the last thing that you can do when juggling a full-time job with the part-time custom clothier business is to live that business every single day. And what I mean by that is I was meeting with one of our clients and asked him a question, not to put him on the spot, but I genuinely wanted to know because he wasn't having the success that he wanted. I genuinely wanted to know if he every single day walked out of his house looking his best, wearing his custom clothing. The answer was no. But let me tell you why I asked that question. Well, the question is because all of us as small business owners are a representation of our business. We're all walking billboards. So no matter where we go and who we interact with, people are going to associate us with our business. And here's the beauty of a clothing business. It's visual. People are going to see us. So if you're going to the store, you're going to a restaurant, you're running errands, you're going out to eat, you're coming to and from your secular work and you're making stops on your way home, picking up the kids or going here, going there. Or maybe it's you're just popping into a happy hour after work. People are going to see you. They're going to notice you. And if you ever wear suits, which a lot of people in today's society really don't do as a whole, when you do wear suits, people compliment you. It's the easiest thing to do as a custom clothier. Wear your product. Be the billboard. Be the face of the brand. People are going to stop and ask you questions and keep business cards right here in your pocket. Pull them out when somebody gives you that compliment. When somebody asks you the question, man, why are you dressed so nice? Let them know. This is what I do. And I can help you do the exact same thing or achieve a similar look or whatever look that you want to achieve because I have custom clothing. But here's the thing. If you don't say it, no one's ever going to know. Nobody's mind readers. They can't get inside your mind and say, oh, look, there's a guy that owns a custom clothing business. But if you look the part, people are genuinely going to ask questions. They're going to be curious why you are so sharp. And that's an easy way to segue into getting more business. So if you're doing this on a part-time basis, that's fine, because most people are going to meet you after the work hours are done. So 8 to 5, most people aren't going to skip work to meet to have a custom suit done. But after work, they're more than happy to meet you at 5:30, 6 o'clock and do that, whether it's remotely, in person, or at your office. The thing is, you have to ask yourself every single day, am I driving my business forward? Am I overworked by doing all those mundane tasks? Do I need to outsource some of that? Am I representing my business to the full so that people stop me and ask me, what is it that I do? And number 3, are you also willing to make the sacrifice on some of your time? And I don't mean sacrifice your time and neglect your family or neglect your job or your responsibilities, but are you willing to put aside some of that recreation until you can get everything in place that's going to drive your business forward? Once you have the processes in place, your business can kind of run itself. But if you're just running around spinning your wheels and doing everything, throwing things at the wall and hoping it sticks, it's not going to work in your favor. Keep those things in mind as a part-time custom clothier. You can still have a lot of success and reach the next level. And in the Custom Clothier Academy, we're teaching you different ways that you can do that. So let me know in the comments, have you ever tried a side hustle, any side hustle, and how did it work for you? And if you are having success as a custom clothier or just a business owner, let us know what's worked for you to achieve that work-life balance that all of us are striving to get.